at it, for the next 10 years, they're paying it for 20, 30, 40, 50. You see little Johnny and Mary and Susie, over there, they're going to get these knives, okay? And that's 20, 30 years for them, and then their kids who aren't even thought of yet, okay, in 2006, 70, okay, are going to get these knives. And so that's why I really love working here, because this is a forever guarantee. I've been trying to find one. Can you name me, as I'm trying to find one, can you name me any other company that has a forever guarantee on their products? Like forever. What?
There is Forever Sharp.
Who?
Forever Sharp.
That's a forever guarantee.
Who?
Forever Sharp. That's
What's the name of the company?
Forever Sharp.
Never heard of it.
I've seen some knives. I've seen some Forever Sharp.
Where are they?
The brand name Forever Sharp.
Oh,
They're
yeah,
called
they're
Forever
no
Sharp.
big box.
They're really long. They got this edge. They're called Forever Sharp.
And they're super. Okay.
You have?
Have you cut against it? Can I see it? Okay. Do you have a copy of their guarantee?
No, but they will replace it like ours.
Where are they bought? Where do you buy them?
I'm not even sure. Department stores.
Department stores?
Something like
That's
that.
I would love to read that guarantee, because there is no company that has it. I'll look up Forever Sharp.
Just look it up.
No, but I'll look at it later.
Yeah, it's not like the same quality, but they do.
I don't like it. I don't like it. It's
Whatever. Okay. So whatever. Okay. Guess what customers say? Oh, can't think of anything. Okay. And I go, oh wait. Okay. Not just wait. I go, not even a. I go, not even a. Not a. I go, Miss Jones, not a knife company, like any company. Like, could you imagine if you had this guarantee on your car, Mrs. Jones? Okay, where, after 10 years you send it back, they send you a brand new one. Okay, like the upgraded new version model of it, forever and ever. That's just how it goes. So Miss Jones, so the cool thing is that that's the guarantee that's on our products. And so that's why I love selling these things, because I just love them, and it's great. Okay, so the last part of the guarantee is a 15-day trial period. Okay, so please write this down. You do not sell Cutco. So say, I do not sell Cutco. I sell payment plans and trial periods. Yeah, you can go get a chair, Felicia, if you need. Okay? You stop trying to sell people Cutco. Like when people come in with one table knife sale, that's because you were trying to sell them Cutco. Your job is to get as much in their house as possible to try it out. Later on, I gave you the Joe Geneza's, trial, clothes, okay? You got to do some of that. You just get people to try it out. If they're going to spend $300 on some knives, then they can try out a whole big set. A $300 set's almost an ultimate set, okay? So try out the ultimate, see what you like, Mrs. Jones, okay? So the last part of the guarantee, so this is where I would really hammer this. The last part of the guarantee, Ms. Jones, is the 15-day trial period, okay? And this is like my favorite part of the guarantee, because what do you think of the products so far? We love them, okay? So what do you think of the products so far? We love them, okay? Well, Mrs. Jones, I've only showed you 3. All right, I had to use the peeler, we cut the penny, and we cut a piece of rope, okay? Now, Mrs. Jones, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to show you all this stuff back here, and you're going to love everything. I'm going to show you everything, okay? But you know what's going to happen when I'm done with this presentation? You're not going to know what you want to buy. You're going to wish your husband was here, okay, so that you can do it. You got to say that. If you're not, I've had 5 people tell me just today, after just going through advanced training yesterday, that the husband. They said they got to ask the husband. I go, didn't I just explain to you how to handle this? You have to literally say the words. Not there's a 15 trial word. You have to literally say, Mrs. Jones, so you don't have to ask your husband. The husband word has to come out. Husband, okay? Say the word, okay? All right? You have to say the words that they're going to say, okay? So, Ms. Jones, so this way, because Ms. Jones, so that way I don't have to come back over. You don't have to make a big decision. Say if the husband and wife are together, there I go, Mr. and Mrs. Jones. So you and your husband together here don't have to make a big decision right now, because you've seen the product, you're going to love it. But you know what? The company will let you put 20% down on any of the sets. You can try it out, play with them, see what you like, see what you don't like. Anything you don't like, by the way, Ms. Jones, I give everyone my 5th part of the guarantee, whereas like people say, well, I'm never going to send them back just because I don't want to take them to the post office. I personally will come over and get them for you and send them back for you, okay? Just don't throw out your box, because I don't have a lot of boxes in my house, all right? But the point is, Ms. Jones, and I say that to every single person, Ms. Jones, and you know how many people have called me back? None. Okay, and nobody ever calls me back because they really love the product. So, but if you did decide to send it back, I have no problem sending it back for you because the product's just great. And that's why the company does it, so you can play with it. They don't want you to buy things that you're not going to use. That's why they have this in here. It's to protect you as a customer, and it's also to protect me as a rep. So I don't have to keep coming back over or calling you 600 times, bothering you, harassing you about knives. You probably don't want that phone call every week, and I don't have to do that because I hate doing that. Oh my gosh, I hate calling people back. I refuse to. I just won't do it anymore. And that way also you don't have to feel like you bought something that you're not going to use or you're not going to use. Isn't that kind of cool? Yeah, cool. So let me show you your side. Okay. Now, before that, I've annihilated. You see how I've totally killed the can you call me back, blah blah blah. Like, just don't let them say that. I just destroy it. I used to do the Rolls. There's all kinds of this. The Rolls Royce clothes, you know. Hey, Ms. Jones, imagine like I wasn't selling Cutco. Imagine I was selling Rolls Royces, and you could put down like $2,000, and you could drive the Rolls Royce around for half a month, and then after that, you just turn the Rolls Royce back in. They give you the $2,000 back. Would you do that? Yeah, of course they would. They go, of course. I go, well, this is like the Rolls Royce of cutlery, okay? You can get like their huge, you can get like a big monster set, have everyone over, have this big dinner party, everybody thinks you're really cool. You can send it all back and keep a table knife, okay? And the reason why is because the company doesn't care. They know you're going to like it, but they'd rather you try it on and see if you like. Like, you know, Ms. Jones, you go to Macy's, you get a dress, you wear it out one night, and you bring it back. Macy's doesn't want you to do that, okay? But we do. We want you to play with them. We want you to really figure out what it is that you're going to like and use. So, again, we don't want you to make a big decision on a 20-minute presentation I'm doing here today. All right? So, now, Mr. Jones, before I go into I show you the sets here, I'm gonna take a couple minutes to show you the sets. We have two sets that I'm going to show you. We have our complete set and our basic set. Now, I'm going to start off by showing you the basic set. The basic set is kind of small. It's only 8 knives and 2 forks. It's just for people who just are like cutters. Like, I don't call them cookers. They cook because they have to, and they just cut stuff up. Then we have the complete set. The complete set is more for like cookers and people who cook a lot. Would you say you're more of a cooker or just a cutter? This is before I even turn the page, right? So I'm getting them ready for sets, okay? Different versions of sets, okay? So, and then I ask 3 questions, and I write these down. So write these down. This is the last thing I'll say. And they go, now, Mrs. Jones, okay. So they go, I'm more of a cooker, I'm more of a cutter, whatever, okay. I go, okay, so I don't waste your time, I have a couple of questions to ask you. Number one, how many people are sitting around your dinner table when you have company over? Like, when you do entertain, or if you do entertain? If you entertain, what's the most number of people you have sitting around your dinner table? Okay, so you need to know that. So how many people sit around your dinner table? Next thing I ask them is, how often do you entertain? Like, how often do you have people over? How often is it once a year, twice a year? All that kind of stuff. And then actually, the third question is, are you a cooker or a cutter? Okay, do you say you cook? Ms. Jones, do you say you cook because you like to cook, or do you cook just because you have to cook? Okay. Now, if they're like, we like to cook, or we have more than like 5 or 6 people sitting at the table, and we have people over, that's an ultimate set. Okay. Now, let me show you the move. It's tricky. Okay. So after you do that, you go, Mrs. Jones, and you don't flip one page. Okay. So go. So Mrs. Jones. So like I said, there's 2 sets. You flip 2 pages. There's no pieces. Okay. You flip 2 pages and you go to here. Okay. So you go. This is our basic set. As I said, as you can see, it's pretty small. It's got the 8 knives. It's got the 2 forks. It comes with or without 8 table knives. Okay. And then we have our more complete set here. Okay, which comes with, by the way, this thing is beautiful, okay? It comes with all of your, now what you say is, it comes with all of it has your sandwich knives, it has your everyday carving set, and your master carving set. Then it also has, over here, it has all your heavy duty knives on this page, like your cleaver and your hardy slicer. These are like your heavy duty knives. And then in the middle are just your longer knives, your slicers and your chef knives and those types of things. So I also call this the education set, because if you're going to teach like your kids how to cook, you want to have the right tools for the right for the right things to teach your kids how to cook properly. Because some people try to use one knife for everything. This is how you handle the pieces. Some people try to use one knife for everything. They're like the one knife cowboy. They're like, I got one knife, and they have like and they have this big giant knife and they're putting bananas in their cereal and they look crazy, okay? Or they have this little tiny knife and they're like trying to carve a turkey with a paring knife, okay? And it just doesn't work. So this set really is a